Good morning, y'all. Okay, so today's topic is gonna be about spider bites. My toddler has been through a few spider bites. So he recently got bit on the eye, and it literally looked like a mosquito bite. I didn't see it happen. It was while he was swimming. Okay, I'm back. So he recently got bit on the eye, and it ended up swelling really bad. You want to show them your eye? Okay, baby. You see that? Okay. Yeah. So it started with a mosquito bite. Well, it looked like a little tiny dot. Okay, go ahead. Do your thing. Now what? Are you done? Can I get back to the camera? No? Alright, so then it eventually swelled up to his whole eye, okay? So I got worried because throughout the day it kept swelling, right? So to where it looked like a baseball had hit him. Okay, so I got worried about his vision. He was in no pain, right? But after his nap, it got bigger. So I did call the doctor and to get, you know, some medical advice. Just I was worried about his vision because it was a spider bite. So I didn't want to not call and then regret not calling. At least I'm calling, right? Okay, so we ended up taking him in at nighttime, and the doctor did see him. Be nice, baby. The doctor did see him. So one of the things they did with his eye is, of course, they checked if he was in pain. He wasn't. Like pain with touch, or they also made him move his eye to see if he was in pain during eye movement. And he wasn't in pain during eye movement. And they said the reason why it swelled up so much is because his body's releasing all the histamines, almost like an allergy reaction. And that's why it was swelling up so much. They used the words, it's swelling up so much because there is no bone, which there is, but that's what they said. There's no bone right there by the eye, and that's why it's reacting towards the eye. So they prescribed, well, they recommended giving him children's Claritin to help with the swelling. Also, they recommended giving him Benadryl, children's Benadryl. Again, he is 2 years old, so he's able to take those too. So Benadryl would help him sleep at night. So they said if you want to help him sleep at night, give him Benadryl. If not, just give him Claritin. Of course, we went with the Claritin because he does really well with sleeping throughout the night. And he didn't feel any discomfort or anything. If he was in a little bit of pain and discomfort, I would have probably gone the Benadryl way. So yeah, I wanted to share with you guys that he didn't act different throughout the bite and stuff. Now if he was acting fatigued and just kind of like drowsy and stuff with the spider bite, I don't know what kind of spider bite it was, but then I would have taken different actions, like maybe taking him to the hospital or something, because it was probably a black widow bite or whatever. But anyways, this was a spider bite. We think it was a spider bite. So the first spider bite he got was it's the same topic, right? But I want to tell you guys about his first spider bite that happened on his leg, y'all. So the spider bite happened in the car. We were on our way to a soccer game, right? And I noticed it when we got out of the car. His leg had pus in it. Like he had a bite. It looked like a bite. And then there was like pus coming out of it. That was within the hour, like within the minutes of the bite, I'm sure. Because we were in the car not for long. So I cleaned it up or whatever. We went off about it. He didn't complain about pain or nothing. So when we got home, it was really pussy, and I decided to clean it with some alcohol and a cotton ball, mamas. And then it wasn't swollen or anything, but I did call the doctor the next day, and his leg got so swollen. Like the bite happened by the under his calf on the side of the leg, and then he woke up with a swollen ankle, like if he had sprained his ankle. He was in pain a little bit when walking, but he wasn't acting different or anything, and I did monitor the swollenness. Okay, so they prescribed some anti-itch cream, and that was it. So throughout weeks passed or whatever, and it turned into a bump, like a mole. Not even a mole, a bump. So that small tiny bump, it kept growing. Okay, let me show you guys the bump. Anyhow, we took him to a pediatrician. They recommended us taking him to a pediatrician, dermatologist, because he used to mess with it so much. You know, he was only 1 year old. Baby, be careful, please. Serenity, let go of his hair, mama. He was only 1 year old, and he kept messing with it, and it would irritate him, and we kept, I don't know, it was just so big that we would like cover it up, you know. So he wouldn't mess with it because he would poke at it. Baby, come here, baby. Let me show you guys the bump. So there's the bump. It has not decreased, but there is the bump. Okay, so we took him to a dermatologist, a pediatrician dermatologist. Mama. I'll give it to you in a little bit, okay? He's asking for his pacifier. I've been trying to get rid of his pacifier and haven't been able to because he will have a fit. Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'll get it. I'll get it right now. Anyhow, so the bump. We wanted it removed because the first time we took him to a pediatrician, it wasn't as big as it is now. And we said we wanted it removed, and they're like, oh, it'll go down. It's just his body. I forgot what they named it, but his body was reacting like an allergy, and that's what it turned into. Like his body didn't want to let go of whatever caused it to get that big. Whatever bite it was, it's like his body wasn't able to let it completely go. So they said that within time it'll fall off or get smaller, and it hasn't been getting smaller, it's just been increasing. So we scheduled the second appointment, and they said the same thing, it should be removed. I mean, they said it should like take off on its own, like it should swell down, not swell down, but decrease in size. And I told them we heard that before, and it's increasing in size. How long before it just goes off and decreases in size, supposedly? So we wanted it to get removed, and they said we would have to schedule an appointment with some skin doctor, right? Because they would have to sleep the area and remove it, you know, do the medical stuff that they do. But they did say the doctor didn't recommend going that route because we're gonna have to like take care of it and clean it and stuff like that. But if we would have followed our first instincts of wanting it removed, like the minute we saw it getting bigger and not waited so long, it would have been a smaller incision, and now it's gonna have to be a big incision if we do end up removing it. So it's been a whole year and it hasn't came off. But yeah, spider bites, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, okay? It starts off with a little bite, tiny dot, and then it just the next day or within hours it swells up. The one in his eyes didn't get any pus, but the one in his ankle did, which turned into that bump. So I'll be posting another video to see how his eye decreases. They said it would take 48 to 72 hours. Excuse his bed hair. He just woke up. He has really curly hair, so anytime he goes to sleep, his hair just gets all tangled up. It's like someone went in there and did this to his hair. Yeah, so I have to take care of his hair. I have a routine with his hair also because it gets really dry, so I have to constantly like moisturize it and stuff. But that's a different subject. If y'all want me to show you what I use for his hair, I will make another video on how I treat his hair and how I take off the knots when it gets really bad after a nap or after his being in the car seat or after just, you shouldn't be in diapers on camera, you know that, right? But yeah, y'all see his eye. It's so swollen, but he's not in pain. So anyways, Claritin or Benadryl is what they recommended, okay? And if he was acting different or something like that, then hospital would have probably been the best bet. Depending on the spider bite, okay? Alright, well, if they get a spider bite, don't clean the area too much if it has pus. Just clean it one time or twice a day. You know, anytime it has pus, just clean it with like with alcohol. Cheers, baby. With alcohol around it, okay? I don't even think I used alcohol. What did I use? Ugh. It's hydrogen peroxide, not alcohol. Hydrogen peroxide, okay? And it won't burn them. You all see what's going on here. I'm getting off the phone. Y'all have a good day.